my goodness. It's yep, that's a snow pile. Just from this little parking lot here, we managed to collect a little bit of snow over the last well, a little bit, I don't know. But yeah, looks like a good day for a ride. But before we can go on a ride, we have to, and you'll have to pardon the sound of my furnace behind me. Of course, it's running on a day like today. Happy Mechanicking Day, Broknex. So one thing, as your quad ages, your seat materials will age as well, and they'll become brittle. And what happened to me, I keep the seat inside because I just don't like moisture getting in it at all, and it's a little worn. It's got some holes in a few places where a typical 10-year-old Can Am seat would have. But I went on a below zero ride and sat down and instantly split the seat cover just because it was so cold and the material was brittle. So to keep moisture from getting in here and to keep from ruining the cushion underneath it, I ordered a brand new seat cover. So in today's how-to, we're gonna do a how-to swap out the seat cover on pretty much any four-wheeler. It works for any four-wheeler. This one will be for the Can Am. And the seat cover I got, oh boy, look at that. So the seat cover I have, well, of course, we'll take the old one off, replace it. I decided to go away from yellow and stick with the red theme I got on my four-wheeler. I got the red halos and, of course, the red rock lights and whatever. So I had a custom seat cover made with the anti-slip stuff here. I'm tired of slip sliding around on my seat when it gets wet. Custom embroidered Broknex. It's on both sides. Really don't know if the embroidery was a good idea or not. We'll find out later, because what that is about 1,000 little needle holes through here into here. So I don't know if moisture's gonna wick through that or what. We shall find out, I suppose. Either way, we're gonna have to take the old seat cover off to get the new one on, so let's get started. All right, so there's I'm sure lots of different ways to undo a seat cover. Most of it's just yanking and pulling, but I got a little flat screwdriver, needle nose pliers, and I had to remove the latch because it's pretty close around here on the bottom. And we'll just get to pulling some staples and getting the old one off. Sometimes it's easier just to yard it off and then clean all the staples out, but maybe not. Let's see how difficult this actually is. Oh, those tiny little buggers. So what I don't want to happen is all the little bits and pieces of the broken staples in there, because it'll really make it difficult to get the new one installed. So it's always good to take your time in taking things apart. So I'm gonna get at it. Okay, so now we have the old one off. And it's pretty well worn and icky. So make sure that you get all your little bits and pieces of staple out. They will just tear up the new one and make it really difficult to staple down. Sometimes they break off in here and leave little sharp things. So now I'm wiping all the old dirt and sand off, getting it as clean as I can. Be careful what you rub this with. There's still all kinds of little staple ends and things that will just tear you to shreds. Once again, getting rid of all the sand and grit and icky from all the years of mudding will help make installation that much easier. Okay, now we're going to take our new cover, lay it out. Line up the front, line up the sides. Make sure the lines are good. So on the front end here, they give you a lot of dang fabric. So I'm gonna have to basically just staple it down in a couple of spots and then, gonna have to staple it down in a couple of spots along here and trim off all the excess once it's in place. But we'll throw a couple staples in and get started. Just throw one in here. I also said a good thing to do when you start is to heat it up with either a hair dryer or throw the whole thing in the dryer for a little bit just to get it warmed up enough so it works. Okay, so I got a couple of staples in the front. Let's pull it tight to the back. And again, these are just going to be guide staples. I'm going to have to add more. And there. It's okay if you don't get the staples in all the way the first time. Like I said, you're going to go back and redo a lot of them. Make sure as we're pulling everything down, it's tight. It's just a lot of work. All right. So once you get it pulled tight, get a couple of positioning staples in here and pull it tight and work your way around. I tried to get it on camera, but I moved around so much it was just absolutely pointless. So about 20 minutes of hard work. I have to go through and trim all this down a little closer, take a little hammer, make sure all the little staples are in there. This is all I got. This is not the best staple gun for this. One that uses a thinner stapler, a pneumatic stapler, or something else would probably work better, but I've always done well with those, or at least good enough. So with that, my new $48 seat cover, we're ready to ride. We're up here in the bed of the truck melting some snow, and let's see if I can position this camera okay. Okay, so yes, the main theme of this four-wheeler is yellow, but I want a red. I'm probably gonna change out all the stickers in the future, but with the red halos, the red rock lights, the little red accents, red seat will look good. I'm gonna maybe transition some themes here pretty soon. About time for some new stickers. We shall see. I like the red. For that, happy mechanicking day, Broknex. We'll see you on the trail. Here in the sunshine, because dang, I can't tell where I'm going. Yep, I can see the sun now, so that's what I wanted. All right, well, awesome ride. Oh, deep. Trying out the new seat, nice and comfy. Yep. Oh well, let's pull up a chair and stay for a bit.